If you're trying to pick a tech stack in 2025 and you're sleeping on C# and .NET, I'm sorry to tell you that you're making a huge mistake. And in this video, I'm going to give you some reasons why you should consider using C# and .NET, especially in 2025. So the first reason why I believe you should really consider using C# and .NET in 2025 is because it has massive enterprise demand. So a lot of banks, governments, and let's just say enterprises still rely on net-based ecosystem. And these systems need maintenance. So in other words, they need developers. And C# is consistently ranked as one of the most used and loved languages. So there's huge demand for C#, and that is the first reason why I feel you should learn C#. Now, second reason is its full stack capabilities. So with C# alone, you can actually do front end, back end. You could do mobile, you could do desktop apps, and you could also do game dev with Unity, because Unity uses C#. You could build the front end using Blazor. You could build the back end using ASP.NET, and then you could, for mobile apps, you could use MAUI. I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah, you could actually even build for Windows, Linux, and Mac using only one language. So that's why it's a great language to have in your toolbox. Now, on to the third reason. It's a well-designed language. So from a syntax point of view, it's actually a beautifully designed language, and even if it's garbage collected, so you don't manually have to manage memory, it's still very performant. So that's another reason why you should consider C#. Now, my fourth reason is because it's cloud ready. So I think I touched upon the build everywhere part earlier, but with .NET, it actually integrates very well with Azure, AWS, and GCP. And you could even Dockerize it and deploy everywhere. And by build everywhere, what that means is that, like, with one single code base written in C# and .NET, you could actually deploy desktop apps for both Mac, Windows, and Linux. So that's another thing that you have to consider. And now my last reason, which might be the most important for both you and for me, is the competition to opportunities ratio. It's actually, in the developer market for C#, it's actually less saturated in comparison to trendy languages like JavaScript and TypeScript. So there's actually a good chance you can find a stable career just using .NET. Because of learning .NET has a higher barrier to entry in comparison to languages like JavaScript, because you wouldn't usually learn C# at the bootcamp, things like that. Also, you have to learn object-oriented programming, static typing. So because of that, like, it's a little bit harder to learn, but I feel like someone who is really determined can easily like overcome those obstacles. But because of that, barrier, and it's not also as popular or as trendy as JavaScript. So because of that, it actually creates a favorable competition to opportunity ratio. So this is a good thing because it means more opportunities and stability for .NET developers. So these are all the reasons I'll give you in this video to convince you to start considering learning C# and .NET. I think it's actually an excellent language. But yeah, these are all the reasons I could talk about in this video. I'll see you in the next video.